For the access test, you're going to be using two different files and creating some. But the first one is the ABC graphics database, and this one, which is a GIF or a GIF clip art. Okay, so first I'm going to open up the ABC graphics and give you an idea of what it looks like. In your instructions, you have 3 bits of data in the second step that you're going to be adding. To make it easier for this particular video, I've added those 3 bits of data, and I'll show them to you in a second. We open the table, and here they are right here. Those are the 3 bits of data that it tells you to add in the test right here. Okay, now you're going to start creating your queries. So the first query, I have to do a create query design, and I'm using the jobs query. And just to show you the instructions, I'll bring that back over and give you a quick view. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add the job ID, job status, and quote. And then on my criteria is the status of C and the quote greater than 900. And then this is my saving, the name I'm going to save it for. So it's not too tough. And here we go. Create. So I'm in my query already. I started it, sorry. I opened, this is my jobs table, and I'm supposed to bring in jobs ID. Now, one thing I noticed in classes, a lot of people were doing this drop-down menu. That can be kind of confusing because if you don't get the right table down on the bottom reference, then you can have problems. So I just double-click it. When I brought my table in, I double-click job ID, job status, and job quote. Now, when I look at the criteria, I want the status to be C, and the quote is greater than 900. And access is not sensitive to caps and lowercase, so that could be a lowercase c as well. So if I come here now and come back to viewing my query, let's see, where is it? File, data sheet view. There we go. I can see that it came through okay, no problem. Now I just need to save it. And that one's supposed to be step number 04. Cap lock is obviously on. Number 04. There we go. So that's my first query. Now let's go to the second query, which is query design. And again, I'm using the jobs query. So I'm coming up now and I'm looking at, this time I'm using job ID, customer ID, job status, and due date, customer ID of COM, and then sorting by due date in ascending order, and that's my query name. So I'm going to move this over so I can get started, and we do job ID, double click, customer ID, double click, and job status and due date, 2 clicks. All right, so now here I am. I want a customer ID of COM. So I just type in COM and ascending order on the due date. So due date, ascending. This one's ready to go, and I can run my query. And we got the ascending order, we got just COM, and we're ready to go. So save that query. And that one is step number 05. All right, next query. This one is the job ID, custom is jobs again. Job ID, job description and quote, and then the customer ID of pet or the job description of mailer. I think actually it would be easier if I didn't have that bold so you could see. So this is just coming as customer ID of pet or job description of mailer. So it makes a little more sense. Okay, so here we go. Create my query, jobs, close, and now I'm doing, let's see, job ID, customer ID, job description, and quote. And this is supposed to be customer ID of pet and job description of mailer. Oops. And oops, that would be on the second line, so we have that or, otherwise it's an and. Let's see. Okay, so then I would be sort by job ID in descending order and run. And we've got them in there. Okay, now let's come in and save. And this one is, let's say, this one, the query name is step number 06. Okay. Now, next query, we're coming up and we're doing a create. And this one is, we're using the customer table this time, and it's customer name, contact person, city, and the criteria is the cities that begin with A, and run and save the query. So I need to put a wildcard in on that one. And so we go design, customer, and we've got customer name, contact person, and city. And the city begins with A, so that would be an A asterisk. Anything that begins with A, and let's run it and see if we got the right result. Looks good. And now we are going to save the query. And that one is 07. There you go. Okay. Next query. Let's see. Change information in the table. So now, let's go what we're doing. Open the customer table and change the contact person for companies are us to your name and close the customer table. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. So I'm going to open the customer table and I'm going to go to computers are us. It's computers are us, and I'm the new contact person. So I'm going to put my name in there. Oops, spell my name right. And that's it. And then close it. So save and close. All right, so now we're going to use both. We're going to use we're going to use two queries. We're going to use both tables, and we're going to join them. So we're going to use the customer and the company name, contact person, address, city, state, zip, and then the job status and the quote. All right, so here we go. Create query, and we're using both customer and jobs. And in this one, we're using the customer name and the contact person and the address and the city, state, zip code. Okay, the jobs we're using a job status and quote. Good. Okay, so we've got that. Now we're adding a new field called discount. and it's going to be the quote times 0.50, and then I got to format it. Currency. So when I'm here, I want to go in and, oops, build. Right. Zoom. There we go. I want this one to be, so I'm doing, this one's going to be of a quote times 15%. And this is called discount, colon. And I want it to be the quote. So the quote field is going to be here, bracket, QOTE, bracket, and times, so my multiplication symbol, 0.15. There we go. So now let's take a peek at that. That needs to be formatted for currency. So what I need to do is I need to go into the discount again and look at the properties. And now I'm over here in format, and I say it's currency with a $sign right there. That should do it. Let's take a peek, and we're good. Okay, so that gives me the currency. Now I need another one, and it's called new price. In the next query grid, create a new field called new price. A new price is made up of the quote minus the discount. Okay, and then I got to format it for currency again. So let's go back in. And I'm coming up here again, and I'm going to my Zoom, and we're calling it new price. And make sure you put the colon in, that's the field name. And now we're going to do the quote minus the discount. So I've got to put in my brackets, which is the, with the quote, oops, QOTE. And actually, I don't believe that Access is sensitive with this caps and lowercase thing, but it's an important thing to remember. So I'm trying to be consistent on this because some programs are. So quote minus the discount, and there, that should do it. That's my field name for the quote and the discount, and I'm trying to get it exactly what's here. So when I click on OK, and then I would go to the format and make that currency. Where's currency? Right here. There you go. And let's run it. And there's my math. Okay, we're good. Okay, job status. Now we're going to add another criteria. So let's come back to this query. And the job status is pending. So right here, we're going to say it's pending. And the quote is greater than 1,000. Greater than. That'll do it. And sort the query by company name in ascending order. So where's the company name? Over here in ascending order. And then we're going to name it high quotes. But let's take a peek at it first. Okay, so we have, this is job status is pending. Good. Got all of our pricing stuff happening, and it is in ascending order. We're looking good. And let's save it. And this is called, okay. Next thing, now we got to create a report. So we're coming over here and it says create a report using the high quotes query. And the fields company name, contact person, quote, discount, and new price. And then the report title is high quotes with your last name. Okay. Let's come up to create report. Here we are. And it says to use, what was that again? Company name, contact person. So we got to take some of this stuff out of there. Let's go back and look at view, my design view. Do we have a contact person? Wait. Contact person, quote, discount and new price. Company name, address. Where's my high quotes query? It doesn't have. Wait a second. Did I miss something? Let's go back and look at the design. Okay. I did. I didn't put in the contact person, so I need to put in the contact person right here. Let's throw that in. Where is it? Quote job status. I didn't get the contact person. I need to close out this. Just close this. No. Okay, so let's put the contact person in now. And I want it to go right there, so I'm just going to move it to there. Okay, that's better. Now let's go in and save this. Well, no, I can go ahead and do my report now. Report. Oh, it doesn't like it being in design view. So let's take her back to data sheet view. Okay, so now I got my contact person in there. That's good. So then I want to go in and create my report. And, okay, got it. Saved. And this time my report's supposed to be, let's go back. Just company name, contact person, quote, discount, and new price. So let's go back and look at my design of this report. I don't need all this. City, state, zip code, I don't need any of that. And do I need job status? No, just discount new price. So I just take this and that, and boom. Now, if I grab a box around these guys, there, and just bring those over, I should be fine. Except for I've got something blank in there. Let's take that out. That is delete. Okay, got it out. Okay, so I've got my fields are company name, contact person, quote, discount, and new price. That's what I'm supposed to have. And then this is supposed to say high quotes and with my last name. And then I would probably want to bring this over. This footer is kind of over on another page or something. Come on. Oh, that's bringing up a total report on it. It's bringing up a total over there. Let's see what we get. Let's show this page size, and we're doing portrait. Okay, so we're good. Let's come over here and just take a peek at it first. Save. Oh, and is that supposed to be called high quotes report? Oh, high quotes. Please. Create a report using high quotes query. Oh, it doesn't. This is fine with the high report name high quotes or high quotes query. So if we come here and we go, let's go back into report view and take a peek at it. I don't want this over here. So let me see why that's over there. Should be able to get back into my design view. It's my total for some reason, and it's really being obnoxious. Let's see here. Why are you doing that? Ah, let's see. I want it to come over here. Sum. And it's the sum of the quote, so it's clear over there. That's better. And then make it a little bit bigger. That works. What's this one? Is this some of these other ones too? Let's see. No, there's nothing there. Let's go. All right, so that looks less better. And let's go in and save. And now report view. Yeah, see, that's the sum of the quote. But that's what it was supposed to have been. If I didn't want to do a sum of these, I could, but it's not required. And so, so you've got all of the information, and then now that would meet our needs right here. Let's go on to the next one. Now we got that saved. That was your report, and we saved it. And now what you're supposed to do is the mail merge. Save your MS Word file as test3 form. So you're going to be giving me the form just like you did in the assignment, and then you're going to give me, and that's all I need. Well, I'm getting the letters and the form. So I'm going to get 3 documents. So let's go back over to and you can refer to your assignment sheet on this if that helps. Let's go in, and now we're going to create this on using the high quotes query. So we're coming up and we're using this query, and we're going into create, and it's a Word, let's see, create, no, external data, I'm sorry. And it's a Word mail merge. Okay, well, I've got an exclusive mode on this database, so what I need to do is fix that. Let me pause what I've got here. Okay, once I closed everything out and I just highlighted the high quotes, I could go into the word merge, and it's giving me the screens that I want. Create a new document, click OK, and should show you my Word document. It went over into my other monitor, so I'm bringing it over here. So I have my blank Word document, and now we're supposed to add a clip art, just like you did in the activity that you did, and insert the picture, and this is going to be in your student school test file. I named mine here, test 3. That's what you want. And let's see, and then it says add the ABC graphic clip art to your Word document and resize it to 1 by 1. So you're doing a few of your things that you learned in your Word portion, which was, let's make this 1 by 1. Okay, so now you have it exactly that size. And then insert the current date. So I'm going to come down and insert the current date, insert date and time, choose the date, click OK. And then I'm supposed to insert the merge fields for the address. So this is 2 hard returns, and then you insert the merge fields, and those were going to be probably contact person, and then company name, then the address, then the city, comma, space, state, space, zip code, enter, and it would be dear contact person, and enter. And then this is the text that you're going to be typing, and then I'll put the fields in the correct location. So this would be your text. And what I want to make sure of is that this is formatted with the proper format. So I'm just going to grab the format from above. And so now I'm supposed to have the job status field in there. So you don't want to keep these. This is insert job status is the correct field. And that was a period space. And then we have the quote. Now these are just, when they come in like that, when I'm doing a copy paste, you need to make sure that you put in the correct fields that are coming from the database. I noticed a couple people in the activity when we were doing it in class didn't do it that way, and we had to correct them. Okay, so here's the discount, space, and new price, and period, space. Okay, thank you for your patience. Enter, and now I've got this, and 1, 2, and so now what you're going to do is save this, because this first one is called form, is the test 3 form. So you'd want to come here, browse to your folder that you're working in, which would be, in my case, it's coming here, and 210, and then let's see, we go into student name test 3, and this is supposed to be called test 3, oh, test 3 form. Now that's what I want, is I want to see these codes there. That's what's most important to me. I see some mistakes. I needed to go back and change the spacing right here. So I just highlighted those 3 lines, and I just need to come up and take off the extra space after. So these are the only ones that have the spacing. Oh, I didn't put a punctuation up there, so I don't need this one here. So let's make that one correct. Save this form again. And so it's clean. If I wanted to take a peek at this, and I've been trying to stress this around the room, is take a peek from far away and look, I have leeway from wherever this logo is, which is, this would have an address and stuff. I'm not pushing that right now. But if you want to bring this down, because I have all this white space in the bottom, I just hit enter to bring my letter down more towards the center of the page. I have depending on the size of the letter, I have all that space that I can use above that. So now I'm going to save that again, and I'm ready to do my merge, and that would be just come back to mailings and make sure you go to finish and edit individual documents and all. Oh, there is an error that's going to come up here. This is a good thing. I want to show you that. Okay, so notice that, look, this does not come up formatted for currency right here. Now this is a separate set of instructions and a separate video. I've made another video that you can see on how to do that. But to do that, it's a little tricky. So I'm going to do it in the, so I don't want to save this one yet. I'm going to do it, I'm going to go back and do it in the document, but just so that I can review. If you want to review all the detail on how to do that, you can see it in the other video that I created. So this one is basically trash. I'm just going to close it out and not save it and keep my form. And I need to change right here is where the trick needs to be changed. And I'm going to open up those instructions so you can see how they work. Now, if you take the time to watch the video, it demonstrates this further, but you can see that these are just some codes that you put in. And this just tells, this is what tells it, and this is what's telling the particular field on what needs to happen. And then we're going to put it in its currency, and then we're going to put the dollar signs. And then see this, the pound sign is typed after the comma indicates the number of digits. that should be forced to display, and then indicates that you wanted a couple of decimal signs. So here we go. If you take the time to watch the video in detail, you'll see that what you're going to be doing is going to the quote field and right-clicking it and toggling to the field codes. And in here, you're going to be putting this information. And the information is inside the handout that I provided as well. But you're putting in, you're saying that, okay, I have this switch and a dollar sign, a comma, a pound sign, and a period and 2 decimals. And that gives you everything that you want to do when it comes into the document. So all I have to do now is preview my results, and I see that it actually has currency on the document. So now if I wanted to go to finish and merge, I just choose the edit individual documents, and now I've got the basic document, and all I have you can see that there's three records that came through. So now I just have to save as, and that is, I lost my location. Let's see, it should be under school quest credit courses. A little bit longer. There we go. Test 3, but this time it is the letters. And save. Okay, so basically that finishes up your test, and you should, let me double check there's nothing else to go through. Okay, we're right here. We did the body of the letter, we did the Word document. Yeah, okay, that's what you want to send me, is the test 3 form, the test 3 letters, okay? And then all I need, the next thing that you'll upload to me is also the database that with all the queries that you created. So you'll upload your database that you completed. So you're going to upload through 3 files. Okay, and so that's it, and all is good, and have a nice day. Good luck.